So there's something else that's even bigger than that, besides their delusions of grandeur. If they were as grand as they want me to think they are, this never would have happened. Never. There should be no reason why people are being stalked to move out of their apartments, and why people have to try to threaten people to stay quiet and teach kids not to talk. No way. No way. Teach your children to talk. Teach them to trust you enough to tell you every little detail what's going on in their lives. Our way of looking at things is so much different than a young person. So when they're trying to say they wanted to teach me as a child not to talk, they blame my family for saying that. They misunderstood the whole entire situation. My family taught me to tell them every little detail, and they would listen to me, which is strange. So now years later, when I was able to work by communicating with people, how did I learn to communicate with people? Because my family taught me that. They're trying to say, oh, my family taught me to be quiet. Not at all. And part of why I think things went wrong for them, because they admit it, is because they didn't want their kids to talk and be able to express their feelings. That's why at some point people are going to look back over history and look at what went wrong in from, say, the 1980s to the present, and why so many things go wrong, because we started to worry more about what's politically correct than what's correct. There's a reason why people call it politically correct and not just correct. Sometimes you have to talk and say the wrong things and offend people. They thought I would come on here and say, no, you have to speak like, no. When you're dealing with a young person who can't express his or her emotions, you have to be able to say, just tell me what happened. What happened? And that's the difference. So they said, why did I never go the wrong way? Partly because I was able to just talk to people and say, listen, this is what's going on. And for people, like I told you in previous videos, for people who didn't get it, so be it. But for those who get it, they know, wait a minute. If there's an emergency, don't worry about being politically correct. Tell me what's going on. And that's what this has been for me. This is my way of telling you guys there's danger. But some of the danger we can fix. They keep saying reverse. I don't think you can ever reverse something, but you can fix it. Reverse to me means you go backwards. No, we have to keep going forward. There are things that can be done to fix things. So eating right, healthy, exercising. If you're like me and you're like, I don't want to exercise, do something you love, like crafting. It doesn't matter how it looks, just do it. Whatever you love, do it. Document everything, because one of the dangers that I see them doing now, they're trying to turn it around on victims. And someone who, I just want to thank this person. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in my description. I want to thank him for his comments. He left a comment that said the same thing I'm feeling. And I think this was really their plan to switch it around on the victims, to make us look like we were, they keep calling me a perp, the perp. And there was some other part of his plan that I just forgot. But I'm going to link his channel in the description. I just need to tell you guys another thing. Another lie that they said was that in some way I'm anti-Latino or Hispanic, anti-Jewish people, or anti-Semitic.